My name is Cooper Overstreet, and I'm running for Douglas County District Attorney because the criminal justice system in Douglas County is broken, and it's going to take new ideas and bold leadership to fix it. I grew up poor in a small town in Kansas. My parents were divorced when I was very young, and because my dad was an over-the-road truck driver, my three siblings and I were raised primarily by my mom, who was a house cleaner. And I learned from my mom at a very early age what it's like for somebody to sacrifice everything just to get by. And I also learned from my mom at a very early age how the criminal justice system punishes poor folks who are trying to do just that. You see, when I was in middle school, my mom's driver's license was suspended because she had a couple outstanding traffic tickets that she just couldn't afford to pay. I remember one night seeing my mom pacing back and forth in the living room, wondering out loud how she was going to pay our bills and our rent and pay for us to eat without being able to drive to work. My mom was able to scrape together enough money to hire a local neighborhood kid to drive me and my siblings to school, but she couldn't afford to do that for herself. So my mom broke the law. She drove to work and she prayed that she wouldn't get pulled over and thrown in jail. My mom was lucky. She didn't get thrown in jail. But unfortunately, there's hundreds of our friends and neighbors right here in Douglas County who haven't been so lucky. Because of what I learned from my mom, I became a defense attorney. I became a defense attorney to be a part of the criminal justice system so I could fix it. And as a defense attorney, my job has been to advocate for people who are just like my mom. Good people who have been pushed down by a broken system. And when I go to court, I fight on their behalf. I learn their stories and I tell their stories so I can give them an ounce of humanity in a system that works every day to dehumanize them. In my job, I've worked all over the state, in big judicial centers and local county courthouses, but most importantly, I've worked right here in Douglas County. And I've learned one cold hard truth. The system in Douglas County is broken. We have a system here that cares too much about numbers and not about people. We have a system here that shows no compassion and no empathy to those who are brought into the criminal justice system. The good news is something better can be done. Together, we can transform our justice system and replace it with something that works for those who are part of it. We can decrease our jail population and we can focus on building a community of compassion. One that cares about criminal justice reform and mental health and drug addiction. One that cares about listening to survivors and eliminating the scourge of mass incarceration. As your district attorney, I will work to build a local criminal justice system that values humans over convictions. Our criminal justice system doesn't have to be fundamentally unfair, but it's going to take work and it's going to take leadership to fix it. Together, we can do that and we can bring justice to Douglas County. I'm Cooper Overstreet and I'm running for Douglas County District Attorney.